What if I told you that ethical finance, fairness, transparency, no exploitation didn't start with modern banks, economists, or financial laws, but was taught in the Quran more than 1,400 years ago, long before consumer protection law, before fair trade law, before financial ethics became a trend? Islam had already laid down rules to protect the poor, stop injustice, and keep money clean. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see how the Quran solved problems the world still struggles with today. Before the Quran was revealed, financial law in many societies was harsh. The rich controlled everything. The poor had no protection. Loans came with huge interest that trapped people in debt. Some even sold their own freedom just to pay back money. Cheating in business was common. People used false weight, fake scales, and unfair tricks. If you were weak, you suffered. If you were strong, you dominated. There were no rules, no fairness, no mercy. Then came a message that changed everything. One of the first things the Quran fought against was riba, unfair interest-based loans that crushed the poor. The Quran said clearly, you cannot take advantage of someone's hardship. You cannot make money by trapping people in endless debt. This wasn't just a rule, it was a protection. It meant if someone is struggling, you help them. You don't profit from their pain. Today, modern economists call this ethical lending. Islam taught it 14 centuries ago. The Quran didn't stop at loans. It tackled business ethics too. It said, use honest scales, don't cheat customers, don't hide faults in products, and don't lie and trade. Simple rules, but powerful. Imagine a world where every business was honest, no scams, no fake deals, no hidden fees. Modern companies are now forced to follow consumer protection laws, but Muslims were taught these values from day one. The Quran placed a strong focus on protecting the poor, the orphan, the traveler, and those who had no support. Why? Because a society is judged by how it treats its weakest people. The Quran introduced Zakat, a system where the wealthy give a portion of their money to help those in need. This wasn't charity alone, it was an economic system. It kept wealth moving, it reduced poverty, it prevented greed. Many modern welfare systems today echo this same concept. One of the longest verses in the Quran, the longest in the entire book, is about money. Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 282. What is it about? Writing contracts, being clear, making sure both sides understand the deal. The Quran taught that every agreement should be written, witnessed, and transparent. No confusion, no hidden conditions, no cheating. Modern banks and corporations now use these same ideas, but Islam taught it 1,400 years earlier. Islam also warned against hoarding goods to increase prices. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said whoever hoards food and goods to raise prices is cursed. In today's world, this is called anti-monopoly law. Governments now punish companies for raising prices unfairly, but Islam already had a solution long before. Islam encouraged trading, investing, partnerships, and business growth. But with fairness, it allowed profit, but not greed. It allowed investment, but not exploitation. It allowed wealth, but not corruption. This balance is what modern economists today call sustainable finance and ethical economics. Islam didn't just talk about money, it talked about using money in a way that lifts society, not divides it. Because of the Quran's teachings, Muslim civilizations built transparent markets, strong trade networks, honest merchants, safe financial systems, fair business rules. Muslim traders were known across the world for their honesty. In fact, Islam spread to many countries not by war, but by business ethics. People embraced Islam because they saw justice in action. Even today, we see the world struggling with corrupt banks, unfair loans, inflation, economic injustice. The Quran's principles aren't old, they're timeless. They remind us that money doesn't define success, character does, integrity does, helping others does. Moral of the story: the Quran introduced financial ethics law before modern economics. It protected the poor, guided the rich, and kept society balanced. Its message is simple: wealth is a trust from Allah, and we must use it with honesty, fairness, and compassion. If this inspired you, follow my channel, The Inspire Factory, for more stories that open the mind, strengthen the heart, and awaken the soul. Thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe, like, comment, and share.